Hail to France. Indeed. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Sports Spotlight. I'm your host, Rizwan. With me on the airwaves of Radio Azad, I've got my good buddy and a wonderful, wonderful, not just cricket, because we are going to be transitioning, but a basketball mind as well. Manny from Kansas City. Welcome back, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. Sunday fun day.
All
Good to be with
right.
you on the radio.
I know, man. Always a pleasure. Thank you for continuously taking the time out to join us. It is an absolute pleasure having you be the be the critical part of the analysis side because hey, I talk, you analyze, right? That's the division of labor here.
We love sports and we love talking about it, so I love it.
Absolutely. All right. So it's what's that saying in Urdu? मुकाबला sorry वक्त कम है और मुकाबला सख्त है, right? So we're getting into rapid fire. We got about 22 minutes in this segment to finish up
Okay.
a lot of stuff. So let's talk about the top moments of the tournament. For me, the top moment of the tournament was what Cabo Verde did. Like it wasn't quite a moment. It was an extended moment. The
Yeah.
run that they made, getting to the knockout stage, that really that was a huge thing in this World Cup. What was a top moment for you, or a top
Man, the
production?
defining moment for me for this World Cup was the goal for Egypt that got taken away. Was the
Mm,
goal of the tournament, in my view, against Argentina. Started way back on Argentina's end of the field near their goal.
yep,
And the guys, they pass and dribble all the way, an amazing goal, and then they get called back for just a craziest call.
a silly,
That's the
unrelated,
one I
yeah,
can't forget.
yep. So that's an unfortunate thing, right? Because in an overall exciting World Cup with so many great timelines,
Mhm.
with storylines, with so much
Yeah,
happening, unfortunately, that's the defining moment for
for
you.
a lot
And
of us.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
not
yeah,
just me. That's a lot of people, not just Egyptian fans. That was
yep,
like, what? You know what I mean? It's
yeah.
all we talked about for 2 days
I know.
as sports. I mean, everywhere I was watching, everywhere I went, I brought it up, and people agreed with me. Americans who don't normally watch soccer, they're like, "Oh yeah, Egypt should have won that one." Like, okay,
Yeah,
you agree as well.
yep. No, absolutely. All right. Biggest surprises for you? Was it Morocco? Was it the U.S. team? Look, we keep exiting. I do want to really quickly touch on the U.S. team. So we keep exiting in the round of 16, but this year, was getting to the round of 16 a surprise, a pleasant surprise, or was it more disappointing, especially in the embarrassing way we exited?
You know, I think the U.S. team, we actually did well until that loss.
Hmm.
I think the country was with us and why soccer became so much more popular. And this tournament was so much of a success with viewership and sponsors was a lot to do with the U.S. team and how the fans galvanized behind them and how we
Hmm.
won our group stage. And, you know, we measured up. Unfortunately, we have a child at 1600 Pennsylvania
Pennsylvania
Avenue
Avenue.
that
Yeah.
caused this this just tremendous amount of stress and pressure to then be laid on the team
Yeah.
when they went against Belgium by putting putting his finger on the thing and getting a suspension of Bellerin back unsuspended, so he played. That's where I think if he had not intervened, I still think we would have had a chance. Belgium was probably a better team. To we would have had a fair shot, but yeah. So I don't blame the team. I really blame our leadership of the country that put their foot in the wrong place in sports. Otherwise,
They put their foot in it.
exactly. Otherwise, I was happy with the team. I think they really did well. I think we have a strong chance of getting this core nucleus back. I was disappointed with our star player. I'm not talking Bellerin. What's the other guy's name? Um, you know, I'm talking about the
I'm drawing a
Eastern
blank on.
Croatian, Eastern European player, an American. Anyway, our star player. Get back to the name, guys. I don't have my screen in front of me, but I think the core team is very strong,
They
and I
need a
do
new
like the coach.
keeper.
And yeah, hopefully 4 years from now, here in Morocco, Spain, and Portugal, we'll be represented. We'll make the tournament,
Yeah.
hopefully.
We need a
Yeah, that was disappointing.
we need to fix something on the keeper side. I mean that
That
showing
was,
against
oh my God,
Belgium.
that was horrendous. You
Yeah.
never see that. What is he doing?
I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
Definitely need a new keeper for sure.
Yeah. You know what? I just, at the risk of getting political here, I just realized.
Christian Pulisic. Sorry, that's the one I was
Yep,
thinking.
that is
He
right.
was kind of a disappointment. He didn't really do a lot in this tournament for me.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
So going back to what you said, you know, the leader of the free world, the president of the United States,
Yeah.
putting his foot in it and really causing undue stress and pressure on the team, and
Absolutely.
giving extra motivation to the opposition. Right? None of that was
Right.
necessary, and that made me this was not prepared. This happened about 3 minutes ago as you were talking about that. I think I have a name for our would-be king. You've heard the story of King Midas, right?
Yes, everything that touches went to gold. This guy's the opposite.
This guy
Everything that
is
touches
King
turns to-
Minus.
Yeah.
This is King Minus, is what he is.
Minus.
King, not Midas, minus. And for two reasons. Not only does he take away from whatever he touches turns to manure. So he's King Minus. He's King Minus on two fronts.
Funny. It's true, actually. It's very true. Everything he has touched, from the reflecting pool to the White House to FIFA,
to the country, man, to our booming economy. Like what's happened?
Everything.
The war that was unnecessary. Anyway.
Oh my God, bro!
King Minus.
We need to have a political show as well.
Yeah.
On a different segment.
Yeah. Hey, we need to start.
I need to talk to Mr. Azad on that. Yes.
We'll do that. Hey, we need to start get this trending. King Minus. Minus. Okay.
King Minus.
But let's get back to the other stuff. What was your biggest disappointment besides the referees and the officials taking a victory, a deserved victory from Egypt away? Outside of that, from a team perspective, who was disappointing? Brazil, England, Portugal? Who was more disappointing?
I mean, it's always Brazil, man. The world expects a lot out of Brazil every year. Even a casual football fan, they're likely to be a Brazil fan because Brazil is definitely the expected finalist every year. And when they don't even get to, quarterfinals or even 16, round of 16, then that's huge. I think the England teams, the Three Lions, I mean, they got the fans. Harry Kane, Jude. I mean, that team is definitely fell short, but their fans had something, right, to fall back on. They were there till the very end.
Yeah.
They got to the third place game. So I don't think they can be counted as a big disappointment. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, and showed up in that third place game. I mean, they did to France in that game, 10 goals, 6 goals scored on France, 10 total goals in the match. I mean, it was phenomenal. Like they could have laid down, they could have been disappointed. They could have said, we didn't get to the finals, but boy, they came to play.
They did. And Portugal, definitely, it's disappointment because everyone expected Ronaldo to at least, I mean, this was the best team that he had been a part of outside of Ronaldo. I mean, there's a lot of fantastic players.
Just ran into the eventual champs, man. Just ran into a buzzsaw, I think.
Right. So that was a huge disappointment, but definitely I think Brazil would have to be the biggest one for me personally. All
right. Is there any debate in this one? Best player of the tournament. It's Mbappe, and it's Mbappe and everybody else, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I think there is a debate because there's a lot of Messi fanboys that will say, no, it's Messi. And he was probably a close second, or even third. I would put Haaland second. I mean, he was just phenomenal too. But yeah, it's I think Mbappe for sure. And definitely he's already got the most goals of World Cup.
Yes,
of all.
He's only going to build on that
record. Again, he's going to be the one to beat in World Cups to come.
Yeah, I think from a prolificness perspective, He's Mbappe. Is he in his 30s or is he 29?
Yeah, he's not even 30 yet.
Whew. Boy, if he can get 2 more World Cups, which he should be able to, he's
He's 27. Oh my gosh.
27.
Yeah, and he doesn't turn 28 till December.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I mean, we're talking about he's going to be 31 years old at the next World Cup.
Still in his prime, man.
He's going to be
just in his prime, big time.
34, 35, and so he could set. Now, I know we talk about this and times are changing, sports medicine is changing, training's changing, and thus the longevity of the player, of the athlete is actually changing. So maybe 20 years from now, we're talking about Mbappe being the 20th leading scorer in the history of the World Cup. Who knows?
I don't know. That would be hard,
but-
man. He'd still be in the top 10.
Right?
But yeah,
But
you never know.
it seems
With all the Yamal coming up and so on. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of talent.
it seems hyperbolic to say something like this, but boy, oh boy, he gets 2 World Cups under his belt. He might set a record that will be hard to beat.
Absolutely.
Considering what we know today. But yeah, as I said,
Yeah.
in 20 years, who knows if we're talking about 45-year-olds regularly playing in soccer by that time, who knows? But but hey, if that happens, it's probably going to help him as well. Like, I mean, he might get 3 or 4 World Cups under his belt instead of just 2 more. So we'll see.
Absolutely.
All right. What, in your estimation, is the impact of this World Cup on the United States? Do you think this was a flash in the pan, or do you think this is sustained support for the sport that we've been hearing about? Forget about yearning for. We've been hearing about this all of our lives, right? Going back into the 90s, they've talked about, whoa, we don't know why soccer isn't more popular. It should be popular. It's a great sport, right? And it's going to become popular. It's been 30 years we've been hearing it. It hadn't really gotten more popular, but it sure did over the last 2 or 3 months. Was this a flash in the pan, or is this going to be sustained?
I don't know. I hope it's going to be sustained. You're absolutely right. We've been hearing about it for 30 years. One thing I will say is, even if it is sustained, I don't see soccer surpassing basketball and American football. It may become the 3rd most popular sport, in viewership and everything else. Maybe baseball will fall to 4th. But I don't see it surpassing those 2. But there is still plenty of room in this huge economy and third, the 3rd most populous nation in the world, 3rd or 4th. I mean, there's a huge market for soccer, especially with all the immigrant families from Europe and South America and Asia that are here. And I definitely think this particular tournament, the fact that we hosted, we are now in the social media age. Back when we first had it, there wasn't quite a lot of internet and social media back then, right? You couldn't have these clips of these boneheaded plays by the goalie to amazing, scores by some of the players on repeat. So I think social media is going to help any subject be getting more eyeballs. And in that case, soccer is going to grow with this younger fan base. Talk to your daughter about it too. I'm sure it's very popular with her and her fans. So yeah, I think this particular go around, even though it was disappointing, we felt to Belgium, there is a lot of interest amongst the young folks and has been growing over the years. And yeah, with teams like Miami having Messi play and David Beckham invested in it, and more players from MLS coming over to our professional league, that's also going to help us too, because it's very important, as you know, for any talent for your national team to come up through the ranks of your farm system, which is what MLS is. So we're definitely going to get better. We're going to get better for sure. And we're a very competitive country. So you better believe we didn't like going out like we did.
Yeah.
And so we'll be back.
All right. Awesome. Well, great moment to actually pivot away. And this is going to be music to your ears, Munzer, as I move the spotlight.
Superman. This is a bird. This is a plane. LeBron James with
It's a bird. It's a plane.
It's LeBron James.
I love it.
All right. Well, Mr. James, all 42 years old, has decided to pack up his talents and take them over to Philadelphia. The
City of brotherly
76ers,
love.
yes, city of brotherly love. So the 76ers are the beneficiary of the LeBron sweepstakes. We've been sitting on it. We've been wondering. We've been talking ad nauseum. And here we go. He decides to take, for all intents and purposes, I think the Lakers, they weren't going to pay him $50 million, but I
Yeah,
think
but-
the Lakers were going to pay him probably 25 to 30 million to stay.
Yeah, but
And
he
he signs a 2-year, $8 million
$8
contract.
million, 2 years, $8 million. So it's not about the money.
It
for
is
LeBron.
not about the money
Definitely
at
not
all.
about the money. He could have gone to any other team, not Lakers, and based on his output, 26, 28 points a game and 12 rebounds or so.
Yeah,
I mean, he was still producing at a $30 million a year level.
Yeah.
Easily.
absolutely.
Okay? Plus, with his name recognition and all the jerseys people will buy any team he goes to for a few years, he's definitely in the top earners of the league right now. But for him to take a veteran minimum almost, right?
Basically,
$4 million,
yeah.
$4
Yeah.
million a year, which LeBron is a billionaire already.
I mean, he doesn't need the money.
Right?
Uh,
He really just needs his championship and his legacy at this point to be further cemented. And yeah, I mean, boy, oh boy, like you said, this was the big story of this weekend. Ever since it came out Friday or when it was,
yeah.
all the way until Monday, first take, when Stephen A starts talking about it, this is all anyone's talking about on FS1, on ESPN, and so on. And rightfully so, because the power has shifted now to where, yes, New York is the defending champion, but in the Eastern Conference, you better believe Philadelphia 76ers with Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, you got LeBron, and now Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics. Dude, that team is very, very dangerous. I think they are. I'm not going to put them as the favorite to win because you always got to give that to the defending champ, especially to bring their core nucleus back, which I believe New York is doing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the 76ers are immediately going to be at least expected to go to the finals, Eastern Conference finals with the Knicks,
All right.
at least in my view.
Look, I'm happy for LeBron on multiple fronts here. First and foremost, I'm really happy that you and I have been kind of on not opposite sides, but on different areas of the spectrum on LeBron.
Right.
But I've always felt that he hasn't been a true competitor, but went and joined a bunch of players to win a championship, and then it's been about the money, and it's been about
Not Cleveland, though. Well, who did he have in Cleveland? Yeah, you're going to say Kyrie?
Kyrie. Yeah,
But
no, but
no, that's not enough, man.
No,
He didn't
I
have a
understand.
three-headed
I
monster
understand.
or something.
th-
Cleveland,
that-
he did it himself.
yes. So that's not the point of discussion today. He has done absolutely the right thing here, right?
Mhm.
He's a veteran. He's absolutely in the conversation for the GOAT. He is hands
Wait, he
down.
And you said that. You're the Michael Jordan bottle carrier. You just said that.
in,
Oh, my gosh.
in the
Okay.
conversation.
Okay.
in
Oh,
the conversation. So
All right.
Absolutely.
What if he wins 2 more?
yeah.
Five
We'll
Jordan.
we'll get to that. So what I'm
Okay.
saying is he is a all-time great. He's definitely in the on the last legs, right? He's got 2, maybe 3. He might play another year beyond this at the way he's going, but this might be his last 2 years. So absolutely doing the right thing. Join a team that has a solid chance of winning. Now, there was some talk that there was a possibility for him to join the Knicks. And at $4 million a year, I think the Knicks would have jumped at it. So it's a little surprising. But hey,
But
maybe
then
he's
he would have
thinking,
really been, hey, you're just joining a champion. You're
Yes.
just joining a ready-made team.
I think that
No?
made a difference
Yeah.
because of all the backlash.
Right.
Look, these athletes are very are hyper aware of the social media presence and everything that goes on. So I'm sure he actually remembers the backlash that Kevin Durant got for joining
Right.
the Golden State Warriors coming off of that championship. And they'd actually just beaten him in the playoffs, and then he joins them. So yeah, I think that probably played a role. And I'll come back to the Philly 76ers in a second, but LeBron absolutely doing the right thing, right? Taking less money, joining a team where he thinks he has the best opportunity to win a
And he's
championship.
friendly with a few of their star players.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
He's really good friends with them. Maxey and
Yep.
Embiid.
and
That
Embiid.
really helps as well.
And I mean, look, that core. So here's let's go ahead. Kudos to LeBron. I think it's gonna be must see TV. I'm gonna be watching it. I'm gonna be following the 76ers when the season starts. But this is the 76ers after 15 years of trying to follow the process. And look, they still have Embiid, they still have Maxey that came out of the process. They also have many players who did not work out coming out of the process. And they've added stars before. But this year, in this offseason, I think the Sixers have finally decided they're not scrapping the process. I think what they're saying is the process has helped us as much as it could, but we need to infuse talent. And they did that with Jaylen Brown, and they did that with LeBron James. And boy, a starting 4 out of 5 of a Joel Embiid, if he can stay healthy, and that's a big if, Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey,
EJ Edgecombe, and LeBron.
Edgecombe is their worst starter.
Right.
That's
All-Star recently?
Yes. That's what it comes down to. Edgecombe is their worst starter. So, yes, no disrespect to the Knicks. If LeBron can come back at 42 and a half or 43, whatever his age will be, if he can come back and he can be the same player that he was last year, 25 a game, right? 5 and 5 assists and rebounds. And I think they're going to be the favorites. They're going to be the favorites if they can. Now, we've seen teams throw talent together and they didn't really gel before. So we'll see how quickly they can come together. We'll see if Embiid can stay healthy, but this is the team to watch. Hey, last minute and a half before the break, I got to call out. You know, we talk about calling out our brethren, our fellow sports analysts.
Mm-hmm.
I got to call out ESPN and Pat McAfee here. Did you hear the absolute disgusting associated with the LeBron thing? So, you know, Shams Charania, the ESPN guy who is
Pakistani American.
He is the insider. He gets all the information, and
He's
he broke
the Schefter of the NBA.
Yeah, so he broke the LeBron story, but he broke it on Pat McAfee's show, but obviously told him this beforehand. And Pat McAfee, this is going back to what we were talking about, the gambling world of Americana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pat McAfee got that information from Shams, placed bets on what's that the crazy betting where we can bet on everything, where the politicians, the president has made millions, if not billions, off of announcing ridiculous 38 different ceasefires. So
I know
Pat
all about
McAfee,
that. I can't remember the name right now.
Pat McAfee got that information from Shams, insider information, went and made money, gambled, bet.
Did?
Yes, he went and made bets on LeBron going to the Sixers and made money. It's absolutely disgusting. ESPN needs to put a stop to it. That is not
Holy
okay.
Cow. That's like
that is not
trading.
okay.
You're a journalist. You shouldn't be.
Yes. That
He's
should
already
not
a
be.
multi-millionaire. Gosh, how much money do you need, Pat?
Yeah. I mean, it's disgusting. Something needs to be done. We need to put a stop to that because, again, this is going to take away from the integrity of the sport reporting, the sport analysis industry. So, Pat, stop it. Shams, if he's doing that to make a few bucks, a few $1,000, a few tens of thousands of bucks, hundreds of thousands of bucks, whatever he's doing, Shams, you owe it to your industry to stop giving him information if he's not gonna have the integrity of not using that to enrich himself. All right, with that, we have gotten to the last break. Manny, pleasure, man. Hey, congratulations. I know you're gonna become a Sixers fan. Have you bought your jersey yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it today, man. As soon as we get off. LeBron James.
Manny, a pleasure, man. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Okay, thank you. You're listening to the Sports Spotlight, and here come a few words, and then we'll be right back, and we're going to swivel the spotlight over to the world of cricket. This is Rizwan. We'll be right back.
This is Radio Azad, streaming in Dallas, Fort Worth, and all around the world.